What's up everybody, it's Spaz, and I'm so excited to be doing something a little different from Let's Play. It's called Let's Talk. So, the first topic, and I'm so excited to be talking about it because it's a game that I did love at launch, Evolve by Turtle Rock. So, Evolve Stage 2 is how they've been dubbing it. The launch just happened. What exactly does that mean? Well, to explain it better, let's first go back to regular Evolve, Stage 1 if you will. Evolve was an awesome game by Turtle Rock that it did the whole concept of 4 players versus another player, so 4v1. Really cool thing is you played 4 hunters, or one of 4 hunters, or you played a monster. Might seem a little unbalanced, right? No, because the monster's really badass. You are a big ass monster against 4 tiny humans. Now, does that mean the 4 hunters themselves are completely weak against the monster? No, but it's formidable. So you had 3 stages as a monster, stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. At stage 3, you can not only just take out the hunters, you can now attempt to take out an objective as the monster. Whereas on the flip side, the hunters could try and kill you in stage 1, stage 2, but at stage 3, they either will have to kill you or prevent you from destroying the objective. If the objective is destroyed, the monster automatically wins. And there is a time limit too. So really quick, what made Evolve so awesome was that concept. 4v1, the rush of the hunt, the thrill of the hunt, escaping the hunters, all that was really great. It was amazing gameplay. I played in the big alpha, I played in the beta. I mean, immediately after the big alpha, I was so smitten by it that I literally went out and pre-ordered the game. But yeah, so Evolve was just so great, and it was amazing, so much fun. When it came out, it was so good too. It was even better in alpha than from alpha into beta into, release day. Okay, so what made it, teeter off and not be amazing? Okay, well, shortly after release, it was still really great and awesome. And then what really kind of irked some people was the DLC. Of course, DLCs has become commonplace nowadays on all sorts of games too. Some studios and game developers take it a little too far with either ridiculous DLCs, way overpriced DLCs, useless DLCs, or practically the DLCs that make your game feel very incomplete. Like you've got a game that was 60% done and this DLC here covers the last 40%. So basically, one, the cosmetic DLC, a little pricey, and it was really shit. In fact, the Angry Joe show did a video where literally he covered it of Evolve, but that was his thing. It was literally he picked a skin for the guns or the monsters, and it was blue, but not like super cool pattern blue, but literally just blue. Your gun was blue, and that was a paid DLC. It didn't make sense. I even didn't like it, and that's why I stayed away from those DLCs to begin with. Oh, then they upped the ante a little bit. Now they did. Or I should say then they did hunters, new hunters. Really great idea. Everyone was excited for that too, because that'd be really cool. You had 3 levels of a hunter class, so there were 4 classes, 4 players, and each of those hunter classes had 3 tiers of hunters. But going from that to what made it really irksome was you had to buy them. And okay, so yeah, okay, I had to buy them. Like maybe they did a thing where maybe I just need to accrue a lot of points and I can unlock them. No. The only way you can get the hunters is if you literally buy them. And it was a pretty hefty price point on that too. And so the first wave was rough too, and then there was another monster too, and you can only get it through the season pass or if you bought the DLC. And they came in out and basically did it again with another set of hunters, so you had 5 tiers of hunters, but the 4th and 5th tier you had to pay for. It just really turned people off, and before Evolve Stage 2 came out, I think a couple days ago, I read that the peak player base was 157. I think that's worldwide, and that's abysmal. That's really rough, and it was sad to see a game go down like that too, especially when they had really good ideas. They had such an amazing idea and concept. It was so much fun, the game. And it really felt like they themselves dug their own graves into it too. So that was Evolve Stage 1, if you will. Here's Evolve Stage 2. So what are the big things in Evolve Stage 2? First off, and this is for PC only right now. I say right now too because I read an article that potentially, with this being Evolve Stage 2 beta for PC, it could go out to the consoles in the same way, but not right away. Basically, in Evolve Stage 2, and I've read this on Steam and also PC Gamer and I believe Kotaku as well, there's a couple different things that are different. One, the game is now free to play. Once again, this is PC only right now. Console players still have to pay for right now. From there, it's free to play, so anyone can go out on Steam, download the game. There's some pretty big differences that they did for the signature hunt mode, which is from the beginning at stage 1 the monster's there, and then the hunters have to go find that monster, and while the monster feeds and tries to grow and evolve. So there are just some different things too that really helped for basically the people that are just jumping now into Evolve versus the people like me who have played it in the beginning and have a pretty good grasp and understanding of the hunters. So basically, like the mobile arena was a dome you put down and it traps the monster. Everyone can use that now. Before it was only the trapper. And basically, not to go into too much detail, every other class of the hunters was revamped in a little way and given a bit more survivability, it sounds like, from what I've been reading. For example, all hunter classes now have passive regeneration. Before, it was literally the medic had to heal you, and if you were downed once, twice, you lost health, and the third time you're down, you were just dead. And then from here to the monsters were beefed up a little bit too. Cool thing, visual FX and the user interface have been done a little bit redesigned to provide a cleaner, more easily understandable experience for players of all skill levels. That's including people, the veteran players, and people who are now just jumping in. And the maps have been redesigned specifically for a hunt, using countless hours of gameplay data and player feedback since launch, resulting in maps that create consistently fair fights for hunters and monsters. So now the maps will feel balanced, whereas some maps maybe will favor the monsters more, or others that favor the hunters more. So that's really cool to see that they spent that time into doing that. I want to read you guys to this PC Gamer article where they had a message from the community that Turtle Rock co-founders Chris Ashton and Phil Robb explained when they did this Evolve Stage 2. When Evolve launched, the reception wasn't what we expected. Sure, there were some good reviews, there were also bad reviews. Yes, there were excitement. There was also disappointment for players and for us. The DLC shitstorm that's literally in there hit full force and washed away people's enthusiasm, dragging us further and further from the first magical pickup and play experience. We want that magic back, and we aim to make it happen. We've made a lot of changes, improvements, and additions to Evolve over the past year, and we've got a lot more coming. In short, we're giving this game a vigorous overhaul. That one I'm going to take first to say as a big kudos to the developers. That's awesome. First, not only because that they're doing this is really cool, they didn't just give up on their project. One, they owned up to the problem that they did. The DLC shitstorm hit full force and washed away people's enthusiasm. Okay, that was on them. They noticed that, they owned up to it, and they said, "Yep, that's our fault. But here's what we're doing to fix it." The whole game is going through an overhaul. They're redoing a lot of stuff while keeping that same core of Evolve, that core idea, in the game still, and that's really amazing. So I really like the approach that they're doing here. Once again, guys, this game is free to play now for PC people. PC folks only, so Steam. I'm not sure whether DRM you might go through, but if it has Evolve 2, that's an option as well. Console players still gotta wait for a little bit now, but this potentially could come to you as well. So Evolve Stage 2 could be a thing for you. And if you did purchase Evolve, good news, they're not gonna throw all the money you put into it too, or also not just say money, but also the hope that you put into the game as well, like I did, because I really was disappointed, super disappointed when Evolve just faded out and no one even talked about it anymore. But basically, for those people that bought the game, pre-ordered the game, bought the DLC, you're gonna be a founder, and that's just from a really nice way. A thank you from Turtle Rock, where you can basically you start off. I'll even read it from the article right here too. One, all the paid content you paid for, and it's automatically unlocked in Stage 2, and you will be awarded too. And not only the cool thing too, the past stuff that you got is included, and future stuff is included in that. New hunters, new monsters, dozens of weapon skins and monster skins, and in addition to, you get 3,000 silver keys, which are going to be the in-game currency, and 4 unique animated founder badges. So that's really cool. They recognize you, the people, us, that supported Evolve from the beginning, or along the way too, if you didn't pre-order it. They're showing like, hey, thank you so much for us through even the good times and bad times. That's really awesome of you, and here's our appreciation. And that's seriously super awesome. In the future, there will be new exclusive badges, skins, and assorted cosmetics for founders. That's really neat too. They kind of give you kind of an elite status kind of feel, without also too these people that are just jumping into, hey, there's still all this cool stuff that you can get as well too. And it looks like too, you know, you're gonna pay it through in-game currency. There's no mention yet of whether you'll be able to pay cash. I imagine they might offer it too, but there won't be like, yeah, you can't get these hunters unless you pay, you know, $29.99 for all 4 of these hunters and this extra monster. It sounds like you can get a ton of silver keys to get it, or you can pay this fee, this cash, your actual cash, to get them. So that's really cool. At least it's an option. It's purely your decision at that point. If you get mad at that, there's another option. You're using the in-game currency, or you can choose to use your real money. But yeah, the in-game was so much full of promise, and then the player base just vanished because of a lot of stuff they did. But this huge overhaul, the free price tag for such an amazing game, the game was beautiful as well. I really think, yeah, indeed, it will fix the issue. But that is it for this Let's Talk segment. Once again, this was Evolve Stage 2 by Turtle Rock, and I hope you guys go out to Steam if you're on PC and play it. Console gamers, don't worry, I'm pretty sure it's going to come out soon. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Okay, ciao, thanks, bye! Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for you guys. If you really did, go below the video player and click that thumbs up like button, share it as well on your favorite social media sites, and go ahead and leave an awesome comment below. In addition to that, if you want a little bit more spaz, go this way, check out some of these videos over on this side of the screen. Pick your favorite, enjoy it, like it, share it, talk about it, absolutely do everything you want about it. And keep your eyes peeled for the next video by going to twitter.com/spaz, keep up to date with me, as well as a stream, which is twitch.tv/spaz. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Ciao, bye! Finger guns.